Welcome to CityWise. I'm your host, Tiana Stevens. CityWise is produced by the City of Rochester to shine a spotlight on city living at its best. The Rochester Schools Modernization Program is recruiting minority and women-owned businesses to participate in a free training program that helps small companies sharpen their business vision, structure, and operations to cultivate sustained growth. The Business Opportunities Program is administered by Savin Engineers, a New York State-Certified MBE, and managed by Travis Miller, with coordination from Kim Mitchell, and they join us today along with Tarchia Powell, a recent graduate of the program. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for those who are not familiar, what is the Rochester Schools Modernization Program?
It is an organization that is part of the overall need in urban school districts across New York, in particular the Big Five, New York City, Yonkers, Syracuse, Buffalo, and Rochester, who have school buildings that in many cases have undergone either years of neglect or just age, some as old as over 100 years old, and the need to rehabilitate these.
Okay.
So the Rochester Schools Modernization Program will consist of 3 phases that will total over $1.2 billion. And we are currently in the midst of phase 2, which is $435 million.
Right, so a lot of projects, a lot of work to be done. What is the Business Opportunities Program? How did that come about?
Well, in the legislation that has to be approved by representatives in Albany, the Business Opportunities Program was installed as a special feature to not just have the program be about bricks and mortar. The idea was to let it serve as a platform by which small businesses could get the exposure and training that they need, not only to participate, but to also promote long-term growth.
Sure.
So the Business Opportunities Program consists of 3 components: the instructional series, the mentor protege program, and community outreach.
And Kim, you're the coordinator of the program, and we're now getting ready for the 3rd cycle, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, what is your role with the program?
I'm the training coordinator for the instructional series, so along with Travis, we create the curriculum. We work with the instructors who are our professional services consultants to be the lead in creating that particular session, that topic. And I also work with the Mentor Protege program and help pairing up small businesses with our established businesses to help them really get targeted assistance with their businesses.
And Tasha, you graduated in the 2nd session of training, and you've been an entrepreneur now for 5 years, so I would say you're an established business owner in Rochester. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Absolutely. I own Encourage Business Consulting, and we offer professional services. We focus on leadership development as well as leadership training, and for the individual, we do personal development as well.
And what interested you in participating in the Business Opportunities Program?
I've had my business for 5 years, and I really relied on the skill set that I had acquired through corporate America, but I didn't have the education to know how do you run a business. So I joined the program to learn more about how can I build my business and to expand it.
So how does the program work exactly, and how do people come to you? Are they referred by someone else?
Yes, people can either through social media see the flyer. They are referred. Sometimes our prime contractors refer them to us.
Okay.
But they come in, and it's an 18-week program, Mondays and Wednesday evenings, 5:30 to 8, free of charge. It's held at our headquarters at 70 Carlson Road, and then we have literally 7 modules that they go through, from everything from the basics of business to business operations, capital financing, procurement, business operations, and project management. So it's a very comprehensive curriculum.
And Tasha, how did you hear about the program, and what was your first impression when you first started going to class?
I heard about the program via a citywide email distribution list from the city of Rochester.
Okay.
And my first day in the class, I was met with professionals at Savin Engineering, and they just really displayed a sense of warmth and connection to the small businesses that were entering in the room. And I knew from day one that it was going to be a great class because they wanted to hear our elevator pitch before we even learned the first lesson. So it was a great time.
Good. How did Savin Engineers get involved with this program, and why is it important for your company to be involved in this way?
Well, Savin Engineers is a certified minority business enterprise. We have multiple divisions as a civil engineer, And the efforts here represent those of our educational division. We've been involved in construction management for well over 20 years. And that experience has allowed us to understand the nuances associated with school construction. But in our role here as a program manager, we are really helping to administer, in behalf of the Rochester Joint School Construction Board, all of the affairs and details that go into this very comprehensive program.
Right. How does this program differ from other offerings around the community?
Well, the instructional series and the Mentor Protege program are able to tap into the resources of companies that are contracted with our board. So in everyone's agreement, the Business Opportunities Program is introduced in their contract so that they understand that their resources of talent and staffing, we can utilize them in regards to mentoring, in regards to being instructors for our training program. So it's really a wonderful opportunity where we're able to tap into some of the best, largest, most influential companies in Rochester to help us with our program initiatives.
And Tasha, did you go through the Mentee program as well?
That is the next phase. We just graduated 2 weeks ago. We're going to have our celebration in 2 weeks as well. So I'm looking forward to the Mentor Protege program.
Okay. What are some of the challenges that you face running this program?
Actually, probably the biggest challenge we face is awareness.
Okay.
Getting the word out and making sure people understand what the program is and what is involved, and that it's free of charge. You know, a lot of people will say if it's free, there must be a catch, or it must not be worth it. But we really work hard, as Travis has said, to get the most out of our prime contractors to really make it a comprehensive program. And I'm sure Tasha will talk about exactly how much information that comes out of each of those sessions.
Absolutely. What was what sticks in your mind when you think about the whole training program? What was the most important thing for you and your business?
To take time to build your business. Many small businesses, the owners actually work their business, and you're so busy working your business, you're not taking the time to build your business. Out of the program, as Travis stated, you get mentors, you get connections to businesses that you may not have connected with prior to this program. So not only do you get the education and training in the classroom, but you get to build upon relationships that you had within the class as well.
Sure.
Definitely a time commitment, but well worth it.
Who were some of those mentors or some of the people that you were able to network with that maybe you wouldn't have had an opportunity to?
It's okay if we can say organizational names, but Pike, the Chase, some of the main contractors that work in the city of Rochester. We also got access to how do we get loans or different grants for small businesses, and also information on how to get certified as a minority-owned business owner, or Black-owned or women-owned business. In addition to that, just again, the connection with Savin Engineers. I think my business stood out the most as a coach or a consultant. I'm not in construction, but I got the opportunity to work with other small businesses to help them build their business plans or present presentations as well.
That's great. Now, when graduates complete the first phase of the training program, is there an actual certification that they receive?
They do receive a certificate of completion for the 75% attendance is required. We also have a class assignment that is required for the certificate.
Oh, wow.
But that certificate entitles them to attend our exclusive networking events that we host at the end of every cycle. We have prime contractors and support vendors that are available for our small businesses.
So you're very much in touch with all the graduates from previous sessions.
Absolutely,
You keep in contact with them.
Yes.
That's wonderful. What would you say to someone that was thinking about committing to the program, but maybe they were not sure about the time commitment, or what would you say would be your pitch to them?
My pitch to them is it's priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. It's more than a college course, and it's free. Make the commitment up front, and then you will get your return on investment over time. While you're taking time in the classroom, your business will continue to grow, but you'll come out with even more information to make it even greater. This organization has given us access to greater thinking. When you think as a small business, you have to think small, Absolutely not. They'll help you think larger.
And Kim, you mentioned that each participant has to do a project, kind of
Yes.
like homework.
Exactly.
What would some of the examples of the projects be?
We had the participants in this last cycle create business plans for each other. So they had to actually learn a little bit about the other
Right.
businesses. And one of the things we emphasize in there is relationships and networking. And networking within the class is as important as networking with the instructors.
And Travis, this is we're coming up on the third session. Is this going to be something that's going to continue throughout the modernization program?
Well, we're committed to it for the duration of Phase 2, which will run through 2021. And it's very important that those that are hearing about this understand that this is not strictly relegated to construction-oriented companies.
Right, like
Our
Tasha.
umbrella, we extend it to any type of small business owner.
Okay.
Even perhaps a small business owner whose business might have gone defunct, because many
Okay.
do. But perhaps coming and enrolling in our program could offer them some training that they might be able to revitalize their business endeavors and do it this way properly with the type of structure and training that perhaps was missing, and give them a second chance.
Kim, what do people need to do to register for the program?
It's an intake form that can be downloaded from our website.
Okay.
Once that form is completed, it actually can be completed online and emailed back to us. And we will confirm that registration with an email, and then you show up to class.
Okay, so no interview process, anything
There's
like
no
that?
interview process. It's very, very easy. We wanted to make sure we removed all barriers.
Travis, finally, why is this so important for Rochester?
Because the success of small business is vital to the economic and development of the neighborhoods and cities in the area. When small businesses thrive, families thrive,
Right.
neighborhoods thrive. And we feel that through the education of kids, likewise, we are empowering individuals and families to be able to reach their full potential. And to the extent that this program of rehabilitating Rochester schools can contribute to that, we feel it's a win-win. I would also encourage anyone to go to our website, rsmpnews.net. There you will find out all about the program, about the Business Opportunities Program, about bidding opportunities. If you're in the construction field, all of it is there.
Great. Do you guys want to add to any of that?
I would just say if you're thinking about it, you have nothing to lose for trying, because the class is very welcoming, it's very open.
It's free,
and
again, it's free.
And I think any business that is established will still be able to get something out of it, even if they've been in business for several years.
Excellent. And Tasha, you agree with that?
I would take the opportunity. The door's open.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Again, for more information about the Business Opportunities Program and the upcoming free training session, visit rsmpnews.net/BOP or call 585-512-3818. CityWise will be right back. Attention homeowners and landlords. Is lead lurking in your home or rental property? The city's Lead Hazard Control Program can help you get the lead out. Qualified applicants are eligible for a lead-based paint risk assessment and assistance to address all lead-based paint hazards at the property. Applications are available at Pathstone Incorporated, 15 Prince Street, and at Action for a Better Community, 550 East Main. Call the city's Office of Business and Housing Development at 428-6912 or visit cityofrochester.gov/leadpaint for more. Well, the goal is to bring our diverse community together to build unity, pride, self-esteem, and cultural awareness through a full weekend of educational and entertaining activities. The annual Afrikan American Festival is marking a milestone this year, and it keeps getting better. The festival is hosted by the Above organization, and today we're joined by founder and president Sonya Kittles, along with entertainment director Mr. Grantone. Thank you guys for coming on today.
Thank you for having us.
So Sonya, what does ABOVE stand for? It's an acronym, right?
It is. It stands for Achieving and Bringing Our Vision to Excellence.
Okay. And how long have you what made you found this organization?
Well, the initial reason for actually founding the organization is because we had it actually started as the Afrikan American Festival Committee. And there was nothing to celebrate us. You know, there's so many other cultural festivals, and there was just nothing to celebrate us. So what happened was, you know, it just basically, you know, we always ask that question, well, why isn't there? Why can't someone else? Why can't someone, you know, create this event? So why not me?
Right.
So that's how the event initially started, and you know, so we basically connected with individuals who had a similar interest, and it started off as the Afrikan American Festival Committee, but then our initiatives changed and the mission changed, obviously, because we have a youth achievement program,
right,
and different sort of programs that really help to improve the quality of the community as a whole.
And now the festival is in its 10th year.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Grantone, have you been on board this whole time?
Not the whole 10 years. I came in around, what, the fourth year? Third or fourth year?
I think
Okay.
when we went to Highland West, I think it was the third year, actually.
About the third or fourth year. And of course, you know, I helped with the entertainment, you know, bringing more of the more known artists to light for the festival, of course, which brings more people out to the event. And then I was with you guys for like a few years, and then I left and started my own event. And now I'm back again to help these guys out, and it's looking pretty successful.
Okay. What's in store for the 10th annual event? What are the dates? Let's start with that.
Well, this year, actually, we've expanded it to a 2-day event.
Okay.
Initially, it's been just 1 day. So for our 10th anniversary, we wanted to do something bigger and better. We wanted to, for this milestone, we wanted to make it really big. So we've expanded it. The community's asked for years, and it's 2 days now. And this year also we're bringing national artists as well.
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah, so there's a lot in store.
And all of this happens at Highland Bowl?
At Highland Bowl. We just like people to come out and be surprised. There's a lot in store for this year's event.
Excellent. All the entertainment that you've selected for the Afrikan American Festival, is that local? Is it regional? Can you give us a little idea of who we can expect?
Yeah, sure. It's a little bit of both. You know, definitely, you know, I'm an advocate for local artists. So, you know, we have Jimmy Highsmith, Nat, he's Grammy-nominated artist. He's like the godfather of jazz here in Rochester.
Yes.
You know, we got the Ryan Johnson Project. We have the Walter Chapman Experience, but we've also tapped into Buffalo. We have Will Houghton. Amazing jazz artist who has actually performed on other events here in Rochester. He actually toured with Najee, national recording artist Najee that we're bringing. And we've also tapped into Syracuse. We have a group called Brown Skin that Rochester adores. They've been playing here in Rochester since the first time I did Afrikan American Festival, and they're amazing. So we try to hit the 3 boroughs: Rochester, Buffalo, and Syracuse, and you know we kind of neighbor with our friends in those areas and just have them come in and rock with us.
How has the event changed over the years, along with growing?
Right. The event actually over the years it's become more diverse.
Okay.
And we're also including the Mambo Kings this year.
Right, I saw that. Newly
So
added.
so not just the entertainment, but also the crowd itself has become diverse as well. And it's also brought some awareness to the community because we also have an educational piece.
Okay.
So we educate the community about, you know, the history of African Americans. And also we have a health tent as well. So we're educating the community about the health as well. So that's so over the years we've also included some things in the festival that also helps the community. We've given away school supplies. So these are things that are expanding every year within the festival. So
how do you decide how the event changes? How long do you plan for each event?
Our decision is based on the feedback from the attendees of the festival. And we start planning a year ahead of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And how can people, you know, get tickets, learn more about the schedule, that sort of thing?
So the tickets can be purchased online on our website at aboveny.org. on our events page, or actually when you go to the events page, it actually gives you more details about different places that you can actually, different venues, you can purchase tickets. And also we have a VIP section that we've included this year as well, which is huge.
And what comes with that package?
So I'll let you talk about it.
Well, we have VIP for both days, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And what comes with VIP, you get free food, limited complimentary drinks, of course, reserved seating, premier parking. Then we also have the meet and greet package, VIP package, where you actually get to meet Najee, take pictures with him or whatnot. And we also have table reservations of 8. So we have a group rate where you can get a table, and we give you a complimentary bottle of wine and Moscato, and people can just sit back and then relax and enjoy themselves.
Who's the event host this year?
Oh, okay, well, for Saturday, you know, it's a 2-day event. So for Saturday, we have the LOL Superstars. They're a group of gentlemen, Chaz Bruce,
I've seen
Tosh
their
Powell.
videos
Those
on
guys
Facebook.
are amazing. Just think of In Living Color living right here in Rochester.
Right.
So we had them last year, and they were just amazing with the crowd, you know, crowd participation, you know, the jokes in between. So we got those guys hosting Saturday, and then we got Mr. Carlton Wilcoxon.
Oh, very nice.
Takoya.
What's Takoya's last name?
Graham.
Takoya Graham hosting Sunday, because it's a more laid back, you know, event Sunday. We were going to have, you know, Tony Bowler the host, but of course, you know, he passed away. So we're actually going to dedicate that day to Uncle Tony Bowler. And we're going to have Carlton and Takia to host that day. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have a great time.
In the VIP section. Who's the host for the VIP section?
Oh, my wife, Lady Star, and her team, Lady Star Limited,
Lady Star,
are hosting the VIP section. So she and her team are going to make sure everyone is taken care of, make sure everyone is accommodated for, and we just want everybody to have a great time and don't have to worry about anything while they're at the festival.
Sonya, earlier you mentioned youth initiatives, and youth are very involved with the festival as well. What are some of the other things that Above does in the community?
So we have actually a youth program that we've developed to help the high school seniors and juniors transition successfully from high school to college. We provide workshops for them, and it's a period of 6 months. And then we also present them with scholarships at the end of the program.
Very nice.
This year, we've actually, we're in the process of expanding that program to middle age youth. So, and we're working on a curriculum right now to see how we can, you know, include that age group. So,
what keeps you motivated to do this work? Tone, you're everywhere, every weekend, all over the city. What keeps you motivated
It's the
to do
music
this?
and giving local artists an opportunity to perform on a platform that they don't normally have. I mean, you know, not every artist in Rochester can open up for a Jamie Foxx that comes to Rochester or Frankie Beverly and Mays. And I just love the opportunity to give them an opportunity to be able to perform on a stage, you know, get paid for performing, and basically, you know, create their own following at such a huge venue. I mean, it gets no better than Highland Bowl. I mean, it's historic. You got the stage right there in the park. It's a beautiful
Frederick
park.
Douglass
looking
over everybody.
Exactly.
who's moving this year?
Yeah, I heard the statue is moving.
They're moving the statue this year.
But I mean, you know, like I said, I'm a local artist advocate, and I just love to see artists be able to perform and, you know, express their musical talent to everybody in the city of Rochester. I love the city, and I love the artists that live and perform here.
Sonya, why is this work so important in Rochester?
It really is important to be able to provide a celebration for us to come out and enjoy our culture and our heritage, and also be educated as well. And also, like Tone said, you know, just give the local artists an opportunity to display their talents. And then when I get the feedback from the community and the festival attendees, it really is self-rewarding, as well as, you know, the youth that we present the scholarships to. It is self-rewarding, and that gives you the motivation to keep going.
Absolutely. Final question, what do people need to know in preparation to go to the festival? What should they bring? Where should they park? That sort of thing.
No pets.
Please
don't bring
Lord
pets.
Jesus, no.
Bring your lawn chairs, bring your wallets.
Camera, well, phone.
Great attitude.
Right.
Yeah, bring your lawn chairs, please, and just be prepared to have a great time.
And this is a family event.
Friendly. Okay.
So let's keep it family
Yes.
event and keep it PG, not even PG rated, keep it G rated. And we just want everybody to come out and have a great time. You know, check out all the artists who we have performing. We have LaRon Spratt, you know, my son Anthony Dante. We got Carlton Wilcox live performing. Jimmy Highsmith has Daughters of Art. His kids, I know we got to go, but I'm just letting you know.
It sounds so great. Thank you so much. Well, I'll be there. Thank you guys for coming on. Again, the 10th Annual African American Festival will be held on Saturday, August 5th and Sunday the 6th from noon to 7 p.m. You can visit aboveny.org/events.html or call 585-935-1068 for more information. Thanks for joining us on this edition of CityWise. I'm Tiana Stevens, and we'll see you next week. The views and opinions expressed by guests appearing on CityWise do not necessarily reflect those of the host, WXXI staff, or any entity of or affiliated with the City of Rochester. If you have questions, comments, or program suggestions, contact CityWise at 311 or 428-1201 or send us an email at citywise@cityofrochester.gov.